boy tossed a fish into the pool, but the massive orca did not eat it. Instead, it pushed the fish back to him. He showed it how to eat with his own hands, but the giant whale simply shook its head. Then it opened its huge mouth. Feeling nervous, he carefully reached out his hand. Right after that, the orca instantly snapped up the fish and celebrated by shooting water into the air. He immediately started to like the animal and tried to touch the tip of its nose. To his surprise, the orca actually moved closer to cooperate just as he stood up and was about to leave. The orca began following him wherever he went, as if it wanted to stay by his side at all times. He waved goodbye, and the orca lifted its fin in response. It even started copying his every move. The caretaker was stunned after witnessing everything and invited him to become a trainer. From that day on, he fed the orca every day and taught it survival skills. Their bond grew stronger and stronger, and he could even ride on its back. He could even touch its tongue with ease. However, when the day of the first public show arrived, the children in the audience started banging wildly on the viewing glass. The deafening noise terrified the giant creature. He shouted from the side with all his strength. The orca let out desperate cries, as if it was calling to him for help. He reached out his arm, but the orca refused to perform. Then it turned around and sank to the bottom, but the pounding noises outside only became louder. Enraged, the orca slammed into the protective glass, sending the crowd running in panic. After losing his job, he listened to the endless cries echoing through the facility. When he looked out at the ocean and saw the orca's pod in the distance, all of a sudden, bright sparks exploded from the pump area. He rushed over to check what had happened, only to catch the owner loosening the main valve. It turned out the man was trying to stage an accident and kill the animal for a huge insurance payout. He knew he had to save the orca, so he contacted the caretaker. Together, they managed to move the giant creature into the back of a truck and drove day and night toward the coast. The driver threw the truck into reverse and backed straight into the crashing waves. The orca finally swam into the open ocean. Everyone cheered as it regained its freedom, but at that very moment, the greedy owner showed up. He sent fishing boats to block the bay with massive nets, planning to capture the orca again. At the critical moment, he decided to take one final gamble. He guided the orca from the shore and urged it to charge toward the rocky barrier. As soon as he gave the agreed signal, the orca burst through the waves and launched high into the air, flying right over his head before crashing back into the deep sea. At last, it broke free from its cage and began a new life.